either people watching or our future selves, maybe? Well, future selves, this is us at 27 years old. And we kind of just were talking about wanting to record what's been going on in our lives, and there's just been a lot going on. So just wanted to start recording everything. We don't really have any videos of us other than our wedding video. So I just thought it'd be nice to start recording stuff. I'm pretty sure anyone who knows me or knew me back in high school, or even I'd say before high school, because in 8th grade this guy already knew that I wanted like 5 kids. So people are probably wondering why we don't have kids yet. And we got married when we were 24, and now we are 27. And I thought I was going to want to have kids right after we got married, and we just ended up moving back to California. We're originally from Hawaii, and we just kept putting it off and putting it off. My business was taking off, and our whole family was back in Hawaii, so there was really no rush to have kids. But I always thought that we'd have them young, and that, like, I don't know, how old did you think we would be when we had kids?
25.
Yeah, definitely not approaching 28. But anyways, last year, right before we went to Europe, I turned 27, and that was, I think, the meltdown point. Yeah.
I don't remember. I think
He
so.
doesn't remember? You don't remember? I was at home in Hawaii and he was up here, and I had turned 27, and I remember sitting on the bathroom floor and crying because I was 27 and we did not have kids yet, and it freaked me out. You don't remember that? And I came home and you were like, yeah, I think it's time that we start trying to have kids. So right before we went to Europe, we decided to get off the pill, and I was super excited the whole time we were in Europe. I started testing to see if we had gotten pregnant while we were in Europe, because I thought that would be such a cool story if we got pregnant while we were there. And then every week it was a no. That sucked. So every week was a negative pregnancy test, but I wasn't getting my period. So eventually went to the doctor. He gave me some medicine to start a period. Was it Femara?
Yeah.
Femara. And then I did, and then the same thing happened. My cycles weren't regular, I wasn't getting a period. So that went on for longer. Then we thought I had one, but it wasn't one, so that delayed us further. So now we're almost a year later, and doctor sent us to the fertility specialist.
Well, we went there, and then they did an ultrasound on the ovaries.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see like a bajillion itty bitty eggs.
Not a bajillion.
Well, they say 30 plus, but they stopped counting already because there were
Yeah.
so many.
I think you're supposed to have like 5-ish
5 to 10, 12.
in each ovary, and I had more than 30 in each one. 30 follicles.
So there's too many in there, so one cannot mature and pop out.
Yeah. That's a good pop out. So yeah, I've just got a bunch of them in each ovary, and they just don't want to come out. So that's the problem. So they, I don't know, I just remember being also, when they diagnosed me, I just did not think they were going to actually have a diagnosis. I thought it was just going to be like, okay, well, we're going to put you on that medicine again, and it's going to start your period, or here's some extra medicine that will help you get pregnant, and then you're good to go. I didn't think we were actually going to have a real issue. So then when at first they did the ultrasound, and I remember being like, oh my gosh. And then we went into the room to talk to the doctor, and then she started telling us about IVF. Do you remember that?
I was outside of the room. I was talking to the insurance people to see what was covered and what wasn't covered.
Because she mentioned IVF, and then you went outside to go
Mhm.
see. So yeah, as soon as she mentioned that IVF would be a wise choice for us, I was just like, what? Like, this is definitely not what I thought was going on. So we had two options, was either, I don't remember the medicine, Clomid,
or Femara.
mm-hmm, or straight to IVF. And then when Micah stepped outside to talk to the insurance company, I kind of just made her like, okay, what's your honest opinion? Like, how likely is it that we're going to get pregnant without IVF? And she just like shook her head at me, like this was her exact face. And I was just like, what? So Micah came back in, and then she was going over all the medications and other things, because I figured we'd give it one shot, 1 month to do the medicine. Yeah, Femara, because I heard Clomid, you get really bad side effects. So I asked for the Femara, and I just remember her going over how it works, and it was like in the movies when you don't hear what's going on. It's just like, good sneeze, excuse you, or bless you. I remember watching her talking to me, but I was not hearing what she was saying, which it was the weirdest experience. So luckily Micah, I think, was paying somewhat attention. So we did the round of Femara, and that did not work. So we're starting IVF, which is so crazy.
Very expensive.
Very expensive. And insurance is a butthead.
Yep.
So, luckily though, our insurance does cover some of it, but not as much as we would like. But that's okay. We're just glad they cover some of it. So we started injections today, which is a whole nother story. There's a bajillion. This is our dog Hachi. Hi, baby. This is our first baby, and we got her 2 days after coming back to California after we got married. So she's our first baby. Are you the baby?
Give mommy kisses.
Can mommy have a kiss? Oh, Hachi. Can mommy have a kiss? Can mommy have a kiss? Thank you. So this is Hachi, and we love her to death. Hello. But yes, she's our first baby, but we want to have more babies and biological babies. So we're doing the IVF. We started the injections today. That was painful. There is a clip that I will put here of Micah giving it to me. He went to work. And this morning, I stayed up late. It's one of my favorite things in the world to stay up till like 4 o'clock in the morning watching TV. Thus, I was sleeping when Micah went to work, and he forgot to wake me to give me the injection. So you had to come home from work during your lunch break to give it to me. And online, I had researched it, and it said that it was not painful, and everyone was like, oh, it's nothing, you don't even feel it. Well, I felt it, and it was very sore. I mean, obviously, it could be way worse, but it definitely felt like a little bee sting, and then it just stung for like 5 to 10 minutes after that. So that wasn't fun, but
We'll see how it goes after. Hopefully they don't hurt, but yeah, we'll update you later.
there's another one tonight. We have to do 2 a day. And yeah, hopefully I don't turn into a big bruised Dalmatian, but we'll see. So anyways, we just wanted to start recording everything that we're doing, and hopefully there's good stuff, and even the bad stuff, and it'll just be something that we can look back on later and see what we went through, and I think it'll be good for us. And yeah, but hopefully there'll be more good stuff than bad stuff.
Hopefully, we shall see.
The end.